Creators sell dreams. When they advertise their courses, they are literally selling you a dream that the majority of the people who purchase will not achieve. You weren't meant to be an entrepreneur, but you were marketed into believing that you were. Now, that may or may not be true, but let's try and use this video to figure out whether it is or not. Because not everyone is an entrepreneur, and in fact, most people aren't. But the creator economy has gotten so many people stuck in this need for business and freedom and entrepreneurship. But what people are missing here is that a fulfilling life does not always need to come from being your own boss. Because it's easier to chase promised riches than to learn to be content with what you already have. And I think the number one reason why these creators and their courses have become so popular is because of FOMO, but not just typical FOMO. FOMO in two particular ways. So the first way is the more typical way where 5 spaces remaining, ending tomorrow, all this kind of crap. But there's an even larger kind of FOMO at play here. FOMO stands for fear of missing out, right? The larger scale FOMO is that the narrative that if you don't buy this course, you will not make it, and that you need this course to succeed, which is crazy. And the amount of money in this is crazy. For the top creators who should be making loads from ad revenue and sponsorships, over 50% of their revenue is generated from these courses for a lot of them. And this is information that people are paying thousands of dollars for, that is just information that you can find for free on YouTube. Now, granted, they do package up the information and make it maybe easier to digest, which is, I guess, what people are paying for. But is it really worth that much? You need to ask yourself. Ask yourself if instead of all the FOMO and the glam and the marketing, you just saw a straight up list of what was included in the course, would you still buy it? Is that information freely available online? I personally purchased a course that cost around €997 at the age of 18, and the idea behind this course was that you could offer social media management and Facebook ads to local businesses. Now, while I don't regret buying the course because I can see how much it developed me and my skills as a person, looking back I can see through all the fog and the marketing that I was under the influence of at the time. Branding, lead generation, cold calling, closing the deal, writing contracts. And that's all the skills you need before actually delivering the actual service, which is, the social media management or the Facebook ads, which is a skill in itself. You can't learn all that in 2 weeks from a creator course and then expect to go out and beat people who have been doing it for years for their livelihood, However, it did lay the foundation for my marketing skills because doing cold calls at the age of 18 to businesses and then sitting down with business owners did really rocket boost my ability to speak and to communicate, along with my, confidence and my ability to, put myself out there. So I'm grateful for that. If this video has got you thinking to yourself, am I really an entrepreneur? Is this what I was meant to be? Then here's a few questions that you can ask yourself to figure that out. Do you thrive in uncertainty, or do you avoid it at all costs? Do you need a set, laid out plan, or can you actually handle not knowing what is going to come for you the next month or the month after? Do you have what it takes to fail and then to move past that failure and keep going forward? Can you actually work without someone telling you to, or do you need that external pressure? Do you see challenges and difficulties as problems or as opportunities? And is your why you want to do it, why you want to be an entrepreneur, why you want to succeed, is that reason crystal clear? And these are simply just good things to think about. And the reality is, being an entrepreneur isn't about buying someone else's pre-laid path and just following it, or buying someone else's formula for how they succeed and then trying to emulate it exactly yourself. It's actually about having a genuine drive to fix a problem that is out there and providing value for people in exchange for money, maybe, If you've answered all those questions and you still feel aligned with entrepreneurship, then feel free to go ahead with it. But do it because it aligns with who you are and not because someone sold you a dream.